Hello, and welcome to the return of the Godzilla Hot Sauces. I'm Jack, your bringer of sadness, moonlighting as your host, and again, I'm joined by my fellow Bad Movie Night crew members, Aaron, Alex, and Josh. Guys, I guess we enjoy this, and that's why we're doing this for a third time.
Enjoys the stretch.
I know you're probably looking forward to the hot sauces more than reminiscing about some of our picks from a Bad Movie Night.
Kind of? What will burn more?
The movies.
They're both giving me
The movies.
The movies will burn. Yeah.
They're both giving me
They're etched into our consciousness.
Alright, as usual, for each hot sauce, I have a question for us to answer. This time, we're going to decide our top 5 or 6 picks for years 1 through 4 of our Bad Movie Nights.
Okay.
Man, it's just so hard
I
to
know.
judge what's the top and what's the bottom. Like,
Yeah, when you say best, it's like the best of the worst?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, the best of the
As
worst.
always,
most watchable or the least watchable?
As always, I've got you covered with a list of all of our picks.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I see the list.
This list, look at it, it's a big list.
It brings back memories, some
Thoughts. It brings back thoughts.
feelings,
Traumas?
Oh.
Traumas, yes. PTSD?
I mean,
Close.
you know,
Some.
I mean, like Velocipaster.
Yeah, that's-
so
that's-
you know,
got double.
I mean, that's a risk I'm willing to always take.
it's fair. I'm not saying it was, you know, not worth the risk. I'm just saying, you know, it was a thing that happened. I'm just saying it was a thing that happened.
We start with Supersonic Waves with a heat level of 4, featuring Titanosaurus, who first appeared in Terror of Mechagodzilla. This was the last Godzilla movie of the Showa era. The big guy wouldn't come back up from the depths again until 1984 in Return of Godzilla, which is the movie title that I got this name of the video from.
Now, would you consider this a good Godzilla movie or a bad Godzilla movie?
It's a fun Godzilla.
It's a fun.
It's not one that I would recommend for Bad Movie
All right,
Night.
let's break out the sauce then.
Alright, though tame in nature, the sweet and smoky sriracha power of this sauce gives food formidable flavor.
All right,
All right.
which one of
Formidable
these
flavor.
is this?
It's this one.
Is this one the supersonic?
Yep. Titanosaurus is normally a peaceful deep-sea dwelling creature, but became a violent, rampaging monster after being controlled by the scientists who discovered him with the help of aliens trying to conquer Earth.
Because of course.
Sounds like the real monster was man all along. And those aliens who were actually gorilla-like creatures disguising themselves as humans.
Okay.
I should know better than to like not expect something ridiculous. But
Yeah.
yeah.
You should know better. Just end it there.
Yeah.
I should know better.
I should know better. Yes.
I feel a little tingle on my tongue, but it's not like
Yeah.
burning my mouth or anything.
It's nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's more nice than anything.
It's definitely a like, you know, not looking for something hot, but just, you know, a little spice to kind of, you know, add a little flavor.
It's like Gods of Egypt. It has some kick, but it's really not much of it.
Like no
It's
substance.
got some spice, but no heat.
Oh. For a
All right.
desert, no heat.
First question. What are our top picks to watch for year 1 of Bad Movie Night? I figured I'd throw out there some to give us a starting point.
Okay.
Miami Connection,
Okay.
Hercules in New York, Malibu Express, Cool as Ice, Love on a Leash.
See, I'm gonna have to disagree with all of those because I think my personal favorite from
You question Miami Connection?
yes, Pool Boy 2. Because Pool Boy 2 was just way too much fun.
It was, I mean,
It was
a
actually
sardonic, irreverent piece of media that lampooned all kinds of stuff. I loved it. It was fun to watch.
It was fun to watch.
You know, that's one of those movies you don't fall asleep watching it like many others. You get
I mean,
that
we
feeling,
can
that
definitely
wave.
add it to those selections that I already picked if you guys don't
See,
have
I'm with you
arguments.
on Miami Connection. It's an
Okay.
instant
Oh, yeah.
classic.
Oh, yeah.
It's like my picture perfect
Okay, so
bad movie. Like
that's definitely
it's
in
a
there.
fun watch. Oh man, but it's just straight to my mind. It's like, yep, that's like a a peak bad movie.
Someone remind me. Miami Connection, was that Taekwondo? Or
Yes.
was that
Friends Forever.
Friends Forever.
Okay, good.
Dragon Song right here.
Yeah, just
Dragon Song.
just making sure, because we also had
Malibu
some other.
Express.
Yes.
It was Malibu Express.
Right,
That's the other. That's the other. Funny. The other messed up one. Both set in Florida.
Yeah. that one is an action adventure movie.
Yes.
Now,
In the
It's
true
good selling
movie
point
terms-
for play bunnies.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's yeah.
That's the best part of the entire movie. And doesn't that just say
Yeah,
something?
if we're talking like picking movies that are bad but good to watch, I'm okay with that set, I think.
see, the thing is, my issue with that Malibu Express is it knows what it's about. You know, it's not trying to be something great.
Yeah.
No, it's
That
definitely.
movie
Oh, yeah.
It
They
sets
knew.
the expectations for exactly where it's at. And I give them props for that.
They knew what they wanted to do. They made the movie they wanted to make,
See,
and
me,
they didn't care
an
what anybody
underrated
else
bad
did.
movie on this list has got to be a Highlander 2: The Quickening. Because, you know, that went to theaters.
Yes,
like,
it
that
did.
had Sean Connery
Oh,
and the main
That's a
character,
treasure.
who I can't remember his name. But these
Christopher
were,
Lambert.
these were movie stars.
Yes.
And
Oh.
And
this
that-
is
and that
off the
movie-
heels of Highlander 1.
Yeah. They thought they had
I
a
thought they had a winner.
they had a banger of a sequel in that, and the
must
only
have
thing
been,
it banged was their box office revenue.
So adding Highlander 2 to this?
Highlander 2, Miami Connection, Pool Boy 2.
Well, Aaron's pick is Pool Boy 2.
Okay.
My pick is Highlander 2.
Okay.
Miami Connection's a great pick. Alice, do you have any notable? Come on, you gotta have one.
Jupiter Ascending.
Jupiter
Oh,
Ascending.
God.
She likes dogs. We on the
She
other
loves
hand,
dogs.
Not such a fan.
Stop.
Only because this was like the Wachowskis brothers coming off of, the Matrix trilogy. They're like, yeah, we're gonna make another like sci-fi like epic, and we're gonna, get another franchise out of this. And it was just, it tried so hard,
Tried so hard to be good.
and it just
Tried
was.
so hard.
Well, you got
And like the
failed
acting's not bad, but like
No.
all of the everything
The
else
dialogue
is just
is
bad.
awful.
when you've got such winning
The acting was
concepts
the dialogue
such
was-
as
It
surfing,
basically-
gravity,
Yes.
and then you've got the princess talks to bees. I mean, these were winners.
But
And-
that bee was Sean Bean.
That bee was Sean Bean. Oh god.
Never
Just when you
ceases to
think,
amaze.
just when you think that
And he-
concept can't get any worse.
And he
they-
kind
they
of
managed.
disappointed audiences by not dying like he's known for.
It's true.
They didn't use them properly.
Right? Ineffective,
Yeah.
ineffective,
Ineffective
the use of Sean Bean.
Yeah.
I will say though, I think we need to give an honorable mention to Cool as Ice for being the creepiest movie on this entire list.
Vanilla
Just
Ice.
Not an
because
honorable mention. It should be in there because of just how Vanilla Ice should not be acting.
no,
Vanilla Ice should also not have been
not being
anywhere
in a
near
teenage girl's
that
bedroom
high
with an
school
ice
girl.
cube.
Again, this goes back to most of this movie is just memory hold for me.
It's fair.
But there are few entertaining moments, such as that older couple disassembling that
Oh,
motorcycle.
yeah.
Yes.
Motorcycle.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Basically
God, they're-
holding them
Oh,
hostage.
There's your bike.
There's your bike. And it's just the entire
pieces.
disassembled.
And his line is like,
If you want,
As I
sometimes
would say,
if you want to
in
know
order
how to
to make
fix something, you gotta just take it apart first. So yeah,
So I think that needs an honorable mention in there.
you've all had your say. So I'm gonna put in Hercules in New York, just because
They
you
dubbed
got
Arnold.
dubbed.
Arnold.
Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
Dubbed Arnold.
Dubbed
Also,
Arnold.
Strong man.
Also, Pretzi is
Pretzi
a
is-
precious
yes, yeah.
character.
That's true.
Everybody should experience
Most
Pretzi once.
Everyone should know
type
Pretzi.
character
Everyone
in
should see
existence.
Arnold Schwarzenegger fighting a man in a bear suit that is clearly a
not a
man
man
in a bear suit.
It's such
Not
a wonderful
convincing.
time capsule of New York culture. You know?
Yes.
Like you just don't see New York back when they just finished the Empire State Building. That's what it feels like.
Okay.
Did
All
anything
right,
more
so
Disney
I think
say?
I am comfortable with us saying that our top picks are Miami Connection,
Yeah.
Hercules in New York,
Yeah.
Jupiter Ascending,
Yeah.
Pool Boy Drowning Out the Fury, and
Yes.
Highlander 2,
Yeah.
The Quickening. So
You will refer
we're safe
to us
with
as
moving
people.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Next is Malicious Dreams of the Electric Deity that has a heat level of 7, featuring Gabra, who first appeared in All Monsters Attack. Feel an electric punch of flavor from this apple cider vinegar and coffee-infused hot sauce.
Coffee infused. What was the sound that he
Apple
made?
cider vinegar with coffee.
No.
No, come on, give me your best Gabra.
Cider vinegar.
It's been a little while since I've
It's
watched
been a
it.
while. all right.
Gabra is supposed to be a toad mutated by a nuclear explosion, but his appearance looks like it's based on an oni from Japanese folklore due to the resemblance between the two. Gabra's claim to fame is bullying Godzilla's son, Manila,
Oh.
who I know is Minya from the American dubs. Minya eventually stands up to Gabra and puts him in his place with his father's encouragement.
Finally.
I know
Godzilla
fighting
takes on
shouldn't be
bullying.
the answer, but when your bully is literally a monster, disciplinary action isn't a choice. Plus, Godzilla isn't raising a wimp.
You know, anti-bully. It's a shock that this never was big in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got more heat.
Definitely does.
Somehow less spice,
Yeah.
but more heat.
Mm.
I like it in a different way.
I don't like the flavor at all.
It makes me want to pick on a small monster.
What will our top picks for Bad Movie Night Year 2 be? To start us off, I'm going to bring to the table Geostorm! The Velocipaster, Double Dragon, and Fateful Findings.
That's a rough one.
Fatal Findings, putting that is like the cherry on top of just the shit sandwich. That is year 2.
Well, I think we can all agree Geostorm is a definite, correct?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Geostorm's definite.
That's
I've said it before and I'll say it again.
I love being a turtle.
Gerard Butler just
Wrong movie.
is always just trying to escape the bad movies he's stuck in.
yes. Very.
Every
true.
time they put him in a movie and he's just fighting his way out.
I gotta give props to Double Dragon for being.
That ridiculous.
No, but they sat there and they were like, "What is the actual plot of this video game?" And then they kind of did it.
Yeah.
And so I give them props for really trying to be pretty faithful to the video
Source
game,
material.
even though the source material is
I
not something we
liked
should
how-
probably giving a storyline to. But
It's
that's
also
a whole,
not. It's also not much for source
no,
material.
it isn't. But and everybody in it seems to be enjoying their
Having
time.
fun.
Yes.
Like the bad guy is very
Robert
much,
Patrick.
and he's very much like, let me just twirl my mustache
He
as
is
much
he
as
is
possible. Right?
chewing the scenery.
Yeah.
Like by the time that movie was over, the scenery was all gone because he ate it up. Like
Double
he was
Dragon
great.
is like the pool boy of year 2. It's just an enjoyable watch.
Yes.
It's really colorful. It's fun. They know what they're about. They're just going along with the ride. The production values are high out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They definitely buy into the whole LA is underwater, and some of the sets are just
Good.
they're good.
Yeah.
So we're in agreement of adding Double Dragon.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
that was a bright spot
Yes.
in year 2. I always get confused between Max Steel and Axel. They both
So
have
Max
X's
Steel.
in them.
So Max Steel, guy befriends alien that gives him mech suit. Axel is boy befriends
Secret
basically
military dog.
Boston Dynamics killer dog.
Yes.
yes,
Axel's the killer
military
dog.
Yes.
they both
Max
have
Steel
the
is the
same
alien super
guy gets.
They
Yeah,
both got the
that's
thing
kind
was
of
like
same.
guy
They
with
said
robotic
they really felt like the same
companion.
movie.
They
They
do
really,
feel like the same movie.
But
They're not,
one,
but they
one was
definitely-
like, oh, they're completely different because this one has an alien robot. This one just has a robot dog.
Yeah.
Mm. It's true. Yeah, no. They are like the same movie.
Essentially, if you watch one, you could be. It's perfectly okay if you just go to Wikipedia and read about the other.
It's the same vibe.
Worse than both of them. Fatal Findings.
I
The first Neil Breen movie we've watched. It's
And the last.
It wasn't. Yeah, I don't think we watched
And the
another
last.
one.
We haven't watched any others.
I haven't watched any others,
It
but
certainly
good
left
reason.
its impression.
Yes.
It's just this mess of a movie. And
the
like
plot is disjointed,
there's ideas,
and they're all slapped
plural,
together. Yeah,
I suppose, and
not
then
much is
there's
resolved.
some.
It's just kind of crazy.
But it's one of those messes that's like
It's a train wreck.
it's a train wreck that can't look away.
No, you can't.
I mean, I think it's a great bad movie.
Okay.
Personally,
That's
because
okay.
I think like just really bad. It's bad.
I'm gonna throw in my favorite because I think we all know exactly which one was my favorite.
My
'Cause I'm
favorite
the one who
Martian.
picked it. No, Batman and Robin.
Batman and
Robin. Why? Because puns.
All the puns.
All the
Oh,
puns.
Mr. Punter. over
Every
here.
single solitary ice pun you can imagine in that movie. Love it.
I mean, listen.
Even
I
the
don't.
movie had to chill
Listen,
out.
I don't actually hate Schwarzenegger's performance in the movie
No.
because
because he was enjoying it and having fun.
he was hamming it up.
He was
and
having
He
fun.
knew what he
knew
was
it.
in.
For all of the stupid that's in that movie, they actually did Mr. Freeze properly. Like
Yeah.
they gave him the proper tragic backstory.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
Mr.
what-
Freeze was done well in the movie.
It's like a case study.
it kind of is.
Just a shit show of a movie.
I mean, it put the Batman franchise in hibernation for a little while.
Yeah.
And that was Batman.
Yeah.
I know.
And that
The
was
Batman
Batman.
franchise on ice because of that movie.
Can't.
Well, now we know it was
Even they had to put a freeze to the situation.
Okay, Aaron, you're getting a
That's
timeout.
it.
You're getting a timeout.
You have been censored.
Told you, Batman and Robin, my fave.
Ugh.
Oh, here's one that I think should be on, that I should have put in there. Jim Cotta. I mean, that one was
that whole middle section
with
where it
with
goes
the
from
resident.
The turn.
It goes
Yeah,
from
'cause
it goes from an action adventure movie, not the same type of action adventure movie as
It goes from like Mortal Kombat, kind of like campy fun,
to
Resident
Resident Evil, essentially.
like spooky zombie like.
Yeah.
There's this whole section in the middle where it's,
It's like they took a wrong turn and then like
they
they're
walked
like,
into the wrong theater.
yeah,
Like
no,
it's literally
they're not wrong theater, wrong set.
Well, what, you
They
know,
went on the wrong sound
yeah.
stage, and then they
And
found their way. They had to climb out of there back into their movie.
and let's not forget the real winner in that movie, the pommel horse out of nowhere,
Oh yes,
Right, 'cause
yes,
there's a pommel
the
horse.
town
pommel
square that
horse.
conveniently has a pommel
just
horse.
for
Just
the
for
gym.
Jimmy Cotta.
It's
so
not
he
even.
can Jim
It's
Cotta.
not even that. Like just throughout the entire movie, they just conveniently set up gym equipment so that he can
Yes.
fight
He could
with his
gym
gym
fight.
moves.
Yep.
Yes.
Anyway,
All right.
Put it on screen.
Is there
John
anything
love
else
it.
on this list that you think that we should?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
there's
what?
so many bad ones.
Yeah, year two was
Year two.
chock full of them.
Yeah, we were on our game year two. We got Dark Phoenix.
I mean,
we got
Gods of Egypt is definitely up there.
Turbulence.
It's somewhere in there.
Wagons East.
Speed Racer was something.
Speed Racer is an epileptic nightmare.
The only thing is
Speed
it
Racer's good
something
in one
enough
ways,
to
but bad in others.
make
Yeah.
this the top?
My favorite Martian.
is
My favorite Martian is way too good to be.
it doesn't
a bad
even
movie.
belong on the bad
Uh,
movie
Yeah,
list.
it should not have been.
It doesn't belong here. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I apologize. It on Rotten Tomatoes, it had a low score, so I thought it was going to be bad.
The only
And
thing
then
I
we
can
watched
think
it. I don't know
of is
how it got that
an
score.
honorable mention tie place for Max Steel and Axel. Just something about those movies. It's
Just honorable
like,
mention
They're
for,
trying
like,
to do some coming of age
honorable-
movie with
Honorable
technology
mention
that
for
just
both of them for almost
doesn't
being the
work
same
out.
movie.
Yeah,
And almost being the same movie and having Exodus so that they could be extreme.
extreme.
Then they were trying. They-
They were trying all right.
So our top picks then are Geostorm,
Yes.
Batman and Robin,
Sure.
Jim Cotta,
Yep.
Double Dragon,
Yep.
Fateful Findings,
Yep.
And honorable mention to Max Steel and Axel.
For being the same movie.
Yes.
They get to share that Razzie.
Alright. Okay. Our third sauce is Absorbing Horror with a heat level of 10, featuring Orga, who first appeared in Godzilla 2000 Millennium.
Orgo.
Topo didn't want people to forget this was a Godzilla movie for the new millennium when coming up with this title.
Godzilla 2000 Millennium!
Once this sauce hits, you can't escape the all-absorbing
You can't escape.
heat with a surprising hint of blueberry.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Blueberry.
Okay.
I was hoping for jazzberry.
Razzleberry.
Razzleberry.
Schnozberry.
Schnozberry. Orga's name comes from Organizer G1. This is the source of Godzilla's extreme durability and regenerative abilities. Orga was originally an alien called the Millennium. I told you Toho was going in on this being a Godzilla movie for the new millennium.
Yep.
That absorbed Organizer G1 to adapt to Earth's environment. Guess what? To conquer it.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
You don't say.
Wow.
This mutated
That's crazy.
him into Orga due to not being able to withstand the volatile properties of Godzilla's DNA. Only Godzilla can handle being a Godzilla.
Oh, that's hot.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
There you go. There's the actual hot sauce.
We're ramping up.
It's a 10.
Yeah. It's definitely a 10.
And I taste the hint of blueberry in there.
Getting to that level where I'm gonna feel this tingly sensation.
Mm-hmm.
We're halfway there. It's time we decide our top picks for year 3 of Bad Movie Night. I'm going to kick this discussion off with Zardoz, The
Ooh.
Adventures of Hercules, Who Killed Captain Alex,
Oh man.
Undercover Blues, and Iron Mask.
Wow.
Wow, is
Those
it? I
are-
can't believe you picked those, or wow, that's a good lineup.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean,
No,
Zardoz,
that's a great lineup.
yeah, Zardoz was...
The gun is good. The penis
penis
is
is
bad. It was this take on intellectualism, dehumanizing people, and taking away their passion.
It's a very heady movie. Like, there's a lot to think about with this movie, but it's just done so poorly.
It's not a lot to think about.
No, I mean, like, in terms of, like, the concepts, right? Like, they're not like basic concepts, right? They tried to do something kind of interesting in terms of, like,
They took a very deep philosophical
you know,
conversation.
they're
and they
trying to deconstruct something that's, you know,
They
messed
said,
up its
let's
execution so
take
bad.
brains and separate them from brawn.
right.
And they were like, yeah, the brains, they're not the real men. Brawn are the real men. They sweat and fuck. And no one does that like Sean Connery.
Well, it is a Sean. I'm pretty sure it's a Sean Connery like.
And that's how Sean Connery
Yeah.
was like, fuck the intelligentsia. I'm a man and I sweat and I've got hair, so
Mhm.
fuck off.
That one scene that was super awkward, where he just like.
He's in that council,
He's like-
and they're
he's
showing
like-
him
he's naked,
the
isn't
women.
he?
No, he's not naked. He's watching those naked women wrestling,
Or something,
And
yeah.
if you're smart,
and then he
you're-
gets an erection from the
That's
head
right.
woman that's there or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's turning all that is turning him on.
because
And apparently that's an embarrassment.
having an erection is barbaric.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's right. That because smart
It's
people
showing emotion.
don't have any
Ugh.
sex drive because they're all too good for that sort
They're
of
too
Yes.
apathetic
They
to
don't-
have
yes,
sex.
they're the.
One more reason to hate the brainy people.
And they punch.
They're not just brainy; they're like emotionless,
Yeah.
and they're worse than Vulcans, right? Because like at least the Vulcans know that.
They took a side. They took
no,
a side
but
in the debate.
But like the Vulcans acknowledge emotion, right? They accept that it is a part of them and they suppress it, as opposed to, you know, these people who are just like, no, we banished it from ourselves.
They
they banish it,
evolved
and
that.
then,
banish it
and
from
then
themselves.
if you break the rule, they take away your
Immortality,
immortality, and
yeah.
then basically
Yeah,
fast
they're-
forward
they're-
your aging.
They're a hive mind that has evolved past more banal emotions and sensitivities.
Yeah.
They prefer the finer things, which I don't
Yeah.
even know what
See-
they are.
See, I think we're gonna have a big problem with year 3. Because there's so many good bad movies in year 3.
I mean, I think Zardoz is right there.
Yeah.
So Zardoz definitely is up there in terms of taking the cake, but the moment you step down from Zardoz, there's so many good bad movies.
Christmas
here.
with the Cranks was my kryptonite.
That was
Yes,
his
it was.
kryptonite. Artemis Fowl was a giant mess that we
Oh,
all
man.
had so much fun laughing at. Dungeons and Dragons was
High
high
fantasy.
fantasy.
Yes.
Wing Commander was
RoboCop
a
3,
movie.
Wing
Commander
Commander,
was a movie.
Ballistic X vs. Ever, Mortal Engines, Yungari,
These are all...
the Monster Hunter movie, Who Killed Captain Alex, Governor Gabby. All of these movies were just hilarious fun in how bad they were. We
There
had
were
so
a lot
much
of
fun
crown
with those.
jewels of bad movies in here.
Yeah.
There's some, like, it's year 3. We've really gotten, we've
got
had 2 years to
into
figure
this.
out,
We
We're
got-
starting to peak in our...
figure out,
The real.
what it really means to pick.
to be a bad,
Bad
to
movie.
pick
Pick
a
a
bad
bad
movie.
Yeah, but we're not picking all of them.
No,
No.
we can't pick them all.
We
I'm
can't
just
pick
saying
all
that
of them.
it's more difficult with this year than any of the others.
Mm.
I mean,
I almost feel like Who Killed Captain Alex maybe shouldn't be on there because it's like a low budget. It's like it's an indie thing,
Honestly, what
It
made the
tries.
movie
and they're
so
really
awesome-
trying.
It's done in too much good humor and
What made the
It's
movie
so-
too good for it to be a bad movie was the narration.
the
Because if
narrating.
you took the movie without the narrator, the movie
Yeah.
would be too serious,
Yeah.
and that would be a perfect bad movie because it was
Yeah.
just bad. But then the narrator just makes it so much fun.
No, you're right. You're right. Well, especially with the competition as stiff as it is.
yeah.
Maybe we
It
don't
was a
have
great
Captain
movie.
Alex.
Yeah.
There's too
Great
many.
movie.
There's too many
But-
movies here that were trying to be good movies that didn't work out.
Right.
Yeah.
When Captain Alex was as good as it is, which had no business being.
It
Yeah.
had no business, but it was.
The
No.
less we say about movie 43, the better.
Well, that's
the
not that. That's
the parentals don't get to suggest
one-
any movies
No
anymore.
one gets to
Like,
suggest movies.
if we had the option of pushing a button to go back in time and replace one pick, this is movie 43 is the pick that I would be like, I'm fine with
Never watching.
I'm fine with that one being John Connor and the Terminator actually taking it out.
Yes. Yes.
And altering the
I want
timeline.
to say Adventures of Hercules. This was the one with
The screaming, I believe,
The screaming
the screaming
mechanical bots.
robotic like centaur or
Lou
whatever
Ferrigno.
and
yeah,
stuff.
Scream Rock Centaur.
Lou Ferrigno as Hercules.
and we had
Make my Hercules
we had,
grow.
yeah, we had
The Sword of Science.
yes,
Too Badish.
That was the first time. Yeah.
It doesn't do the light show until the next one,
The
right?
second
No,
one.
The second one.
Yeah.
the second one. Yeah, that's the second one, isn't it?
This is the second one?
No.
Isn't Adventures of
no.
Hercules?
Adventures of Hercules was the first one.
Are you
There are so many Hercules we've
The
done.
problem is, I think they use similar names for both of them, and I know I didn't put both of them in the same year.
Yeah, we
Well,
didn't have them in the same.
They've
year.
moshed together to be one, and I'm
Yeah,
putting
no.
it
So
in this
see,
one.
year 2, we had
Yeah,
Hercules
yeah.
1983.
Yes.
That's the first-
yes, that was the first
That's
one.
the first
Well,
one.
then I have to pick Hercules now.
The Adventures.
It's
The
like,
Adventures
it's
of
like how
Hercules.
Return of the King won all the Oscars when The Fellowship and Two Towers didn't.
Yeah.
So Return of the King won it for all of them.
Yes.
In this way, The Adventures of Hercules wins it for the prior Hercules movie of
And that one.
1983
Yeah.
and this one. We've got our Sword of Science, our
I
logic.
liked the wrong one.
We've got our King Kong versus Godzilla pioneering in a light show.
Haunted Mansion. That's not Megan.
No, Haunted Mansion's
No.
definitely not making it. But yeah, you're right.
So I think we gotta give it to Hercules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adventures of
That
Hercules.
crazy light
For
show
the
at
two
the
of them
end,
together.
like
Oh
the
my
like
God, my eyes.
Yeah.
sort
Like
of
Hercules.
science versus like
The
Yeah,
cod piece.
Hercules-
The cod piece is
Hercules
my
turns
God.
into
just
a
like
gorilla.
vector gorilla.
It was like a light bright fight.
Yeah.
It's so funny because we watched it like right after King Kong vs. Godzilla came out in theaters recently.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh man.
Well, yeah, that's why I did the bit where I cut that entire fight to the Godzilla
But we
versus
just,
Kong
weren't
trailer.
we just weren't expecting it. They had King Kong vs. Godzilla in this movie. They weren't even trying, and it was.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great.
They preemptively did it.
Yeah.
I think Dragon Ball Evolution belongs on that list of the best because that was yet another. Let's
I don't
take
even
an
remember
IP.
watching it. That's how bad it is.
That's it. They have an IP. The IP has existed for literal decades, and then they decide they want to make a live action movie.
You know, this
and
is
they
like,
took the source material and mangled it so badly you couldn't even
Yeah, but Hollywood
recognize
does
it
that
half
shit
the
all the
time.
time. Like,
They essentially
they made
We're-
a straight
Hollywood
DVD movie.
was Dr. Giro. It did horrendous experiments on it, and what came out
yeah,
was not what it should have been.
yeah.
It was.
I mean, but is it worse than Artemis Fowl? Is it worse than Governor Gabby? Like,
Governor
again, like, yes, you're right that it's not a good movie, but like, we have stiff competition.
Yeah.
This is.
You know-
listen, year 3 is.
I'll retract it. In
Dungeons
place
and
of-
Dragons is there.
is true. But Ballistic X versus Sever. And the
Oh,
reason
God.
why I'm mentioning it is because I know 3 of us had seen the movie prior, and we had forgotten we had seen it. We had
I
actually
never-
watched
Oh, I
it when it
remember.
came
I
out.
remembered that it had come out.
You remembered
I
that
had
it
watched
came out.
it.
You remembered you watched it. You knew nothing about it.
I
because
never
we
watched
all
it.
forgot.
I never watched it either. I didn't know Antonio Banderas could be in a bad movie.
Apparently, yes.
Yes.
That answered that question.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to say Ballistic X versus Sever belongs in it because I spent God knows how many hours of my life counting those jump
Jump
cuts
cuts?
for you guys. So that is my
Hey, listen.
reparations.
Listen, that's why we only get one count per
Yeah.
year. You know,
One
you know,
jump cut out.
one. Well, no, one count
One count in general.
bit, one counting bit per year, right?
Yeah.
You know, with Aeon Flux, it was the jump cuts. I don't remember what we did with year 2. I know
Year 2, I think it was all the brothers dying.
Mortal Engine suffered from having one cool scene 5 minutes into the movie and then having to suffer
And then
through,
forgot
through the
like,
rest of it.
oh,
Yeah, and then we had which one was it? We had
Young-
Dead or Alive.
Young Gary.
Dead or Alive, yeah.
Oh
he was
yeah,
the
Dead
other
or
one.
Alive was the one for year 4.
Oh.
The counting. Just seeing how many times they plastered Dead or Alive on there. At this point, should we just like run down the list, like almost do like a lightning round and just run down the list to see which ones do we strike out?
Yeah, that's right.
So we've got Battleship.
Nah, it's
And-
not one of the better ones.
No.
Not one of the worst ones.
Okay.
It was bad, but
RoboCop 3.
I think that one's in the running.
Tempting.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
very tempting.
Double Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Honestly, I don't think it's up there as one of the worst. It was bad, and we had fun with it, but it wasn't.
I mean, it just
because the movie
continues
was awful.
Jeremy Irons' tradition of being in not
Yeah.
good movies
Yeah.
that are in the fantasy genre.
So I don't think that's in the running. For
Okay,
the worst.
let's take that off.
It was bad. It was fun, but
Face Off.
Face Off. I feel like that was too good to be.
Too good.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not in the running.
yeah,
Well, that
Vampire
guy's a
Assassin.
Vampire Assassin.
Bad, but in the worst
Possible
kind of way.
way, yeah.
The worst possible way. So I don't even want
No.
to think about it
no,
anymore.
Yeah,
it's
let's-
not one of the contenders. It's just-
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Ooh.
that one's up there for the running.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
That one's
Yeah,
up
We'll
there.
leave that in there.
Because it was such a success for number 1, and then they so screwed the pooch.
That's in the running.
Yep. Hard Kill.
No.
Yeah.
That's kind
No.
of forgettable.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it suffers from being a pandemic.
Artemis
movie.
Fowl is in the running for me at least.
Artemis Fowl's in the running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's an awful.
Christmas of the Cranks, I would like to not be in the running, so we don't talk about it.
Okay. Okay. It's not in the running.
No, you're allowed. You're allowed. You're allowed to have
Alright,
a veto.
I
You're
already-
allowed to have a veto. It's good.
I already took out the Haunted Mansion because I don't see that.
I'm sorry, Tim Allen. Do better.
Season of the Witch.
Too good.
That was too good to be
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
worst movies.
Too good.
Like,
It was
there were
dead.
parts that were bad.
It was
but
that the
the
Ron
most of it was
Perlman, Nick
enjoyable.
Cage
Yeah.
buddy comedy, not comedy, buddy.
Comedy. I wish it was a comedy.
I wish it was.
Buddy was a
it was
buddy
medieval
cop.
buddy
Witch
cop
hunter.
comedy.
Yeah, buddy cop, not comedy. Buddy witch hunter kind of thing.
Yeah.
Buddy Witch Hunter is serious.
Alright.
Wing Commander. I think that's
Definitely in the running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely in the running. That movie is famous.
No.
No. Okay.
XXX Return of Xander Cage.
Triple X Returns in it. Number 3.
I love how I say XXX instead of triple X.
Well, you didn't want to use its Christian name.
It's a bad movie. I don't think it's one of the worst.
Yeah.
It was bad because it was so campy.
Myself.
It was
Look.
bad because it was so campy that every second you were either cringing or you just felt.
I'm going to say this. If we want to watch a bad Vin Diesel movie, I've got Bloodshot already. So
Yeah.
so
No,
that
not
would
in the running. Not in the running.
not in the running. Mortal Engines.
Not like the other ones that are already in the running.
Nah.
Okay,
It's not bad enough.
Young
Gary's
Gary,
close.
I think.
That might be a good
Yeah,
contender, especially with like the
possibly.
marionette aliens
Yeah.
and the unique names of
But like,
helicopters.
But like, if it's just edging into the running, that's not good enough because we've got things that are like strong in the running.
Yeah.
That's also true. Young Gary was more fun than I thought it was going to be.
As I look down this
We're
list
getting rid of
more,
Monster
I'm not
Hunter.
really seeing much else.
and Yungari.
Undercover.
Undercover
Gabby.
Blues.
That was fun. That was
Undercover Blues was fun. That was a lot of fun.
We should keep that in just in case.
Keep it in just
Yeah.
in case. Governor Gabby.
Governor Gabby was awful.
Cringe.
Yep.
Cringe.
Awful.
It was cringe. yes.
So
That's
It was
like
likely one of the most cringe movies we've watched.
Yeah.
It's not
Right,
just bad, it was cringe.
it is though. Like that. Like
It
that's
is.
the only bad. Like,
It's
that's the
essentially.
definition for the movie.
I
It's
feel
cringe.
like it was on the
Yeah.
same level as Fateful Findings in a
Yes.
way.
Cringe
Yeah,
energy
it's
sort
up
of
there.
Yes.
way.
Oh yeah.
Iron Mask.
No.
Nothing else is really hitting me much
Okay.
else.
So we can strike Iron Mask.
Super
Yeah.
Mario Brothers.
No.
Chips. Oh my god. I just wanted to shout out for Chips because that was stupid funny. That was stupid funny.
I'm getting rid of
I
Excalibur
don't think
because that
it's
should
that-
not have been a bad
Emphasis on the
movie.
stupid. Emphasis
Yes.
on the stupid.
Emphasis on the stupid.
Okay, so
I don't know who it was for.
It wasn't for anyone.
It wasn't for. It was.
That's-
It's for.
There's the TV
I mean,
show,
according to
and then
Alex,
there's the
it was
movie,
for
and
us
they
for
don't
bad movie
do
night.
the same thing.
It was blackmail. That's what it was.
Listen.
So
No.
we should strike Chips. And what was the verdict on?
Super Mario
Yeah,
Brothers.
too good. John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, the movie was awful, but it was so much fun laughing at it.
So that leaves us to fill in potentially
RoboCop 3.
RoboCop 3,
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Relation,
Artemis
Wing-
Fowl.
Wing
Artemis
Commander,
Fowl,
Artemis
Wing
Fowl.
Commander, Undercover Blues, and Governor Gabby. I mean, if we're having so much trouble, figuring out, we could just add them all.
No.
No?
I think
That's too-
I think it's Artemis
That's
Fowl.
just a
Artemis Fowl did come straight to my mind as we moved into year
Artemis
3.
Fowl-
So I.
Okay,
I'm-
Artemis Fowl is okay. So then at least 1 to 2 more we can add in
We can add 1 to 2 more. Wow.
because we said we were narrowing it down to 5 or
Five.
6.
Well,
Well,
do 5.
I want to
Try and
say
do 5.
to me the two of them are Mortal Kombat Annihilation and Governor Gabby. I think Governor Gabby should be up to this because
Yes.
of cringe.
Yes.
Just 'cause
I
it's
think
cringe.
I feel like Governor Gabby should definitely be in there if we put Fateful Findings in there.
Yes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because by having Fateful
It's that
Findings in there,
same
we
level.
already
It's its
Same.
own
we opened the
category.
door to that type of
Yes.
Like if you're doing the Oscars, like you have like maybe like a. I mean, in the Oscars,
Like
they have,
low
a
budget
best,
category?
best indie, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
This
yeah.
is like the best indie bad movie.
Yes.
So we
Okay.
got 5.
we got 5. All
So
right.
the question is whether or not we're going to extend to the 6.
Yeah,
just for
let's
we're
not.
good.
Let's not.
We should just stick to our guns and keep it to 5
Let's
for
keep
everything.
that hot sauce
Yeah.
coming.
All right. So we've got Zardoz,
Get yourself some
Artemis
chicken.
Fowl, The Adventures of Hercules, Ballistic X
X
versus
versus
Sever,
Sever.
and, Go-
Ballistics X
I can't
versus
even
Seven.
Such a hard name.
And Governor Gabby.
and Governor Gabby.
I mean, who calls their movie Ballistics X versus? Why not just call it X versus Sever? Why do they gotta call it?
I know that would have been,
That would have been smart.
and they
so
were,
dumb.
and in the end they really weren't facing each other. It was that other government guy.
Here's the title: X versus Sever. You know what the movie
You know,
isn't? X
but
versus
that's
Sever.
that's a very common thing. you know?
Yeah.
I mean, even Kong versus Godzilla. You know, they
that's
fought
what-
Mechagodzilla,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is actually just remotely controlled by the skull. of
Mr. or
Ghidorah.
Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right.
Burning Death is our 4th sauce that has a heat level of 10,
I'm
featuring Gorosaurus, who first appeared in King Kong Escapes.
Ooh.
The cataclysmic heat of apocalypse scorpion pepper
Smoke.
will dig deep into your taste buds.
Smoked
Okay.
apocalypse scorpion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yep.
step
That's a
Gorosaur-
tail.
Gorosaurus is a dinosaur-type kaiju with no special powers like a beam or energy attack. He is a modern descendant of Allosaurus that relies on athleticism and strength. His attack style is to use both of his powerful back legs to kick
Oh,
while
man.
using his huge
I put too
tail
much
as
on
leverage.
I can smell it from here.
You might think dinosaur enthusiasts on the internet would love this guy because he's the most realistic kaiju due to basically being a dinosaur.
That's boring.
But they probably complain about his design being inaccurate due to the fact he doesn't have feathers or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's accurate. You know the Godzilla community well.
Gotta have them
If
feathers.
they're not complaining about something,
You should.
I was gonna shake.
Oh, okay.
shake,
Shaky.
rattle roll.
Don't quote a good movie.
Start talking about that instead. Oh boy, here we go.
That came from Clue.
Okay. Cheers.
Uh oh. I think this one is delayed. Nope.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a creeper. Sneaks up on you.
Oh yeah.
It's got the spice.
Oh yeah.
Alright, here come the hiccups.
This is definitely a 10 deserves a 10.
It's got the spice and the heat.
Oh.
Uh-oh. There
Yep,
goes
here-
Aaron.
Here's the hiccups. Oh.
We got a hiccuping Andy. Hiccuping Andes.
I think we're gonna need
Give me some
water
water.
refills.
Mm. Oh.
Mm.
Water doesn't even help. Oof.
Works for the hiccups.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm really feeling that scorpion stinging my tongue.
Oh man.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm getting more water, but I'm not gonna go for any milk or anything.
Oh, it's a stinger.
It's like the stinger broke off and got lodged into my tongue.
Oh. Wait. Oh, my poor mouth.
Yeah. Oh wow. My mouth is on fire.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Burn, 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 you burn me.
Okay.
Okay.
My poor mouth hussy.
All right. Let's go to a question to get our minds off of this. When as soon as Aaron.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. This is it. We've made it to Bad Movie Night Year 4.
Oh.
To start us off, I'm going with the Ice Pirates,
Yep.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians,
Okay.
Oh,
Hudson Hawk,
Yes.
Low Blow, and my personal favorite, Voyage of the Rock Aliens.
I think Voyage of the Rock Aliens is probably one of the best bad movies we've ever watched.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still bad. Like,
Oh, it's bad.
But it's on the same level, I feel, as Double Dragon. It is
Yeah.
a good bad movie.
oh,
So
Not cats?
Clean
No.
out the sinuses.
Not cats?
you know what? So let's just put it in there right now. Let's lock that one in, Voyage of the Rock Aliens, because
I
we
think-
seem to be
Yeah.
unanimous about that one.
Whew.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Burning.
Feel free to continue while I.
I think Ice Pirates is great, especially once we watched like the whole of the movie.
Yeah, Ice Pirates is definitely up there, I think.
Now, did you like Ice Pirates more than Robot Jocks?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Robot Junks is definitely up there as well.
So
But
we'll give it to Ice Pirates.
Okay.
Hudson Hawk,
Yeah. Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk.
I mean, I'm wearing the
we'll give it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, the Hudson Hawk shirt.
It's,
Hey, if we're putting Hudson Hawk in there, which we are, that means all three of these shirts got on
Yes,
in
on
the
list.
got
We're on the
represented.
list. All three on the list. Yep.
Represent. Total coincidence.
Yeah,
Total coincidence.
We did not plan this out at all.
it's true.
I am the only one who did any pre-planning for this.
I could have very well worn my, good friends, bad choices shirt, but I didn't.
How about stop or my mom will shoot?
I don't think that was just that bad.
I don't think it was bad enough.
Sky Captain.
Was it cringe? Yes. Was it fun? Absolutely. That doesn't make it bad.
Sky Captain. The green screen monstrosity.
It was pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But we were doing Hudson Hawk though. It's like the same movie.
See, I hear you. I hear you on Sky Captain. However,
No, I'm kidding.
I see you on Sky Captain, and I raise you to Kung Pao.
No, Kung Pao was great.
No, Kung Pao is too much fun to
Kung
be.
Pao was genius.
Too much fun? Oh, okay.
Yeah, entirely too much fun.
I think we should go back to Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. What were your feelings on that one?
In terms of having children in it, I thought Super Babies 2 was worse.
Yes. Fair.
I highly agree. I agree. That's why we will not do any other
Super
Baby Geniuses movies,
No more
even though there were
So
much
maybe
better
maybe
looking
the Baby
ones.
Geniuses. I mean, come on.
I
they-
can't. No, that we
You're
can't
from the entire
we
series.
can't recommend that to people. That's just
That's just not fair.
But it's got the
It's
big
not right.
kahuna.
it's not right.
Yeah.
He uses the Fraggle Rock set for his hideout.
Yeah.
Fine.
Listen.
I'm being outvoted.
We
here.
can't we cannot subject other people to
Okay.
that.
Listen, just because
If we're
John.
not doing that, then
Listen,
we'll
just because
do-
John Voight needed to make some pay, needed to make
Look,
some
John
payments
Voight.
on some stuff.
John Voight probably needed to do the movie because his daughter's Angelina Jolie and she's got a lot of kids, so that's a lot of gifts that Grandpa's got to buy.
Right.
Okay. How about Steel? I like the Sky Captain pick. I
Yeah.
like the Sky Captain.
I
pick,
like it.
and I like we'll do the Santa Claus Conquers.
The Martians,
Yeah.
because it's so ridiculous.
I think those are solid.
Okay.
Okay,
I think Aaron had a point with Steel. I think I had a point with Cats. I think Super Babies was really bad. But these are acceptable picks.
I think these are solid
outvoted.
picks going with The Ice Pirates, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow, Hudson Hawk, and Voyage of the Rock Aliens.
we have 5, right?
We have 5, and I feel that
Got
that's
the
a
dog.
good,
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
Like if someone was like, I want from this year recommendations, like those are solid.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We may have done this, but we still have 2 hot sauces left.
Oh
Yeah.
boy,
Oh,
okay.
boy.
All right.
I'm recovering from the previous.
Yeah, that one was.
Yeah.
That one was
It
intense.
was a sting. Alright.
Okay.
Chicken.
Number 5
Here's the kindness.
is God of the Seatopians with a heat level of 10, featuring Megalon, who first appeared in Godzilla vs. Megalon. Peaches may be sweet, but peach yellow ghost pepper packs a heat that's hard to beat.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right.
It's green.
Megalon.
With envy.
Yeah, you do. It
Megalon.
looks like a scoop right off the side of the road.
Yeah. Megalon is a beetle-like kaiju the underwater kingdom of the Seatopians dispatched as revenge for suffering the effects of nuclear testing done by the surface world. When I think of Megalon, I always remember him teaming up with Gigon in this movie. Because of this, I like to think of Gigon and Megalon as the kaiju versions of memorable pairings like Bebop and Rocksteady, Harold and Kumar, Jay and Silent Bob, Peanut Butter and Jelly.
Wow.
Yes, clearly.
You
one
get
of
the idea.
Yeah.
They go well together, even though this only happened once.
those.
It's almost criminal that it hasn't happened again. Maybe the Monsterverse will remedy this.
One day
Maybe.
they've got more to do with Godzilla. All right.
You went light on this one?
I did.
Going like we got one more still.
I did.
Me, I'm still going.
I'm going all in.
I intend to die.
You got it, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. The peak. Okay.
I like the sweetness.
Yeah, it's just sweet.
What was this at?
A 10.
This is at 10.
This almost seems more like a.
4.
I'm gonna say it's quite refreshing compared to the last one.
Yeah, the last one was just like,
This is like almost like a cloud.
Yeah, there's a palate
Palate
cleanser.
right?
This is the
This
milk.
is the 10. No. Okay. So, this was an acid.
Yeah.
This is the base to cancel out the acid.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one.
Huh.
That one's.
This is a nice peach.
Yeah, it's like refreshing in contrast.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
There's
use
a
that
little
for
bit.
regular chicken.
Yeah, but
A little
still-
bit of heat.
But it's
a little
not.
bit of heat, but
It's not the last one. The last one was just an
blow your
assault.
rotation
I know.
inside the water.
Yeah,
Like, that's definitely one.
brutalized.
That is definitely one, like, I'll put, like, a couple of little taps of that into, like, my salad dressing.
Yeah.
All right,
Or something.
well, we got one more.
Oh, wait, we have a question.
Oh, we got
Question
questions.
first. Question.
Okay.
Delirious
You
from
think
that
you think he
sting.
was you think he was done?
Yes!
No!
How dare you,
You think
sir?
Jack can't count? He knows that we have 4
It's-
years and 6 hot sauces.
It's bad movie night. I try not to think.
Yeah.
I mean that's fair. That's fair. That is
Now-
the best way to do things.
Now it's time for a tough question.
Oh no.
When it comes to years 1 through 4 of Bad Movie Night,
Okay.
which year overall had the best lineup based on our top picks?
Oh, man.
Wait,
Wait.
if we crunch the numbers,
Mhm.
according to IMDb, it's years 1 and 4 with a 4.9 out of 10, and for Rotten Tomatoes, it's year 4 with 30% that have the highest ratings.
So we had the best
Like,
of the worst in year 4.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Cats helped. No. Charlie's Angels probably didn't do too bad in the Rotten Tomatoes, or Dead or I don't know.
Sky
Mega
Captain,
Force.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen probably did okay.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
Dead Captain probably didn't do too bad.
Tuxedo probably did okay.
Kung Pao probably got some reviews for people who
I
appreciate
feel like
Green Hornet.
I feel like year 4, like, because IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes gave it like the highest.
in terms of watchable bad movies,
Yes.
like there's a good amount of watchable bad movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say overall,
So
like,
fine, I'll give it that.
yeah, I would say year 4 probably has the most
But if
watchables.
but if our objective is to watch bad movies,
yes.
then that makes year 4 the worst year.
Yes.
because it has the
Yeah, I
most
think year-
watchable.
I think
Well, maybe
year
we're
2
looking at
or
this-
year 3 has like the most bad
Maybe we're looking at this wrong. Like,
Okay. We have to
does
change
this
our
have the
analysis?
best? Let's look at it this way. Which one of these 4 is the best lineup
Is the
of-
best lineup
from the top picks?
from the top picks?
Yes, going based off of just our top picks. Because God save us if we were to do the entire.
I think the most entertaining would be year 1. In terms of just like watching bad movies. It's a
I can
those are
see that.
fun, laugh at, enjoyable bad. I think man.
See, I think
Somewhere
it's year
between
2.
year 2 or year 3 I feel like
Yeah,
are just
I really
tough
feel
to
like it's
watch.
year 2.
Year 2. Because we all enjoyed Geostorm. We had a great
Yes.
old time with that. Batman and Robin.
We enjoyed
It was a lot of fun with all that. Jim Cotta, we've already talked about.
Double Dragon.
That was a fun movie. And Fatal Findings. As ridiculous as that movie was, it wasn't like a slog to watch through.
No.
And then when you've got Axel and
Max
Steel as
Steel.
the runner-up.
I still
The honorable mention.
reserve year 3 as the black hole. It's the worst of the worst.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Year 3 is the worst. But in terms of the most enjoyable based off of our top picks, I'd go year 2.
All right, year 2.
Okay.
Year 1 definitely sets some of the stage, but
Oh man, that's what we were. Year 1 was finding our groove. Year 2 we're starting to launch. Year 3 we launched into a nosedive and tailspin. And year
That's-
4 was therapy.
No, like, listen, year 3 is definitely a bunch of bad movies.
Yeah.
We just don't want other people to watch those movies.
yeah. Year two
We were
is movies that I would recommend that other people watch.
They go in the vault.
Because they're bad, but they're enjoyable bad.
yeah.
Year three was, here's terrible. Don't watch this.
It's
It's
being
bad.
studied by top
Top men.
top men.
top men.
Alright, you ready to finish this off?
I guess so.
We're ending with Kingdom of Mew, that has a heat level of 10, featuring Manda, who first appeared in Atragon.
Man,
Sacrifice your taste buds to unfathomable heat from the dragon's breath pepper.
Oh.
Okay.
no.
Oh no.
Manda is a giant bluish-green sea serpent that is the guardian of the Mu Empire, an ancient civilization that sunk in the Pacific Ocean after a massive earthquake, much like Atlantis. He resembles a dragon in Asian legends with a four-horned head and whiskered face. If he was just colored green, you might confuse him as Shenron from Dragon Ball Z. An easy way to know if it's Manda or Shenron that has shown up is if it's Manda, the sky hasn't magically turned dark, the city is being attacked, and you won't be asked what wishes you want granted.
Fair enough.
And that is your Is It Manda or Shenron PSA.
Thank you.
Good-
Chad.
good to
It's
know.
good to know. It's good to know.
Good to know.
I'm nervous on this one because it's the same color red as Gorosaurus.
Yeah, right?
Oh no.
You know, 6 and 4 are the
Still
same color.
That's
Oh, that smell is hot.
I'm ready.
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
maybe I'll go not as heavy on this one.
So it's the last one. So you know we just
Go all
you know,
in.
Here we go.
Here we go.
What? This is like a 6.5. Not even. Where's the heat?
Oh, my. I feel a little bit of it.
Jack's going for the slather.
Yep.
It's getting the sweat. It's getting a little sweat. But not much else.
Yeah, no.
I think I'm just so desensitized after being stung by that scorpion.
Put a little bit more 4 on. Then tell me if you're desensitized. I just don't think that's a 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's-
Yeah.
That's just meh.
We are tens.
Meh.
Well,
Oh,
my
yeah.
sinuses are clean. That's for sure.
Alright. We decided which year of Bad Movie Night had the best lineup overall, so it only seems right we decide the one with the worst. One could say this is where a year of Bad Movie Night really shine and stand out from the rest. Again, based on the numbers, IMDb says it's year 3 with a 4.7 out of 10, and according to Rotten Tomatoes, it's year 2 with 22% that has the lowest ratings.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's because a lot of year 2
We
was
mentioned it
not
earlier.
rated.
We mentioned it before. We're mentioning it now. It's year 3.
Year three.
It's
It is,
year
it's year
3.
three.
Yeah.
Year 3 is just
It's
chock full of movies. Don't watch. Just don't.
it's a perfect storm of bad movie.
It is. It is. We really hit our stride and worked for each other.
We did. I remember those nights
Yeah.
being like, "Yeah, you really got us. After we got you, after you got us, it was bad."
He's going back. He's going back for the superheat.
Oh man!
Oh, I'm doing something else.
he's
he's doing a mix?
Doing a mix and a mix.
doing all of them.
This is the closing ceremony where I eat a wing with all the hot sauces that I have that are 10 or higher.
Well, we have to do it with you.
Mm.
Do we?
I'm
But who's going to read the eulogy at my funeral?
Gabe. All right, so this is the
all 10 or
It's
above.
basically this one.
This one.
4, 5, 6, and then the other 3.
Yep.
Go.
And then if you're doing the true one, it's also including
Yep.
Oh boy,
the legacies.
this is bad.
It's a bad idea.
Never said it was a good idea.
I'm putting only a little bit of each one on. So.
Okay.
This is the absorbing heart.
Yep. I
Okay.
believe I just need Utopian and then second lineup.
some of the superheat. The actual superheat.
Alright, someone pass me,
The superheat.
oh, is that
The superheat.
burrowing death? Jesus, put like one fucking drop on this because somebody's gonna die.
I think one of these was also bad. The
One of them was definitely bad.
Yes, there's one drop. One drop of this insane.
oh, I'm being generous.
Can I get the Mew? Or
That's
which one's
not-
that? Is that Legacy?
This
Yeah,
is the middle.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Doom Inevitable?
That's the last one I need. That's the only 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legacy sauces.
And then, no. Put that one on already.
Okay.
This one.
Where's the peachy peach one? You have that one?
This is the peach. I don't need this one. Okay. Need this one. Yes. The 11.
Okay. I think I got everything.
6 of them in total.
Yep.
I need to see this one.
Okay. There you go. Slathered.
I am dropped.
There you go.
I
Slathered.
put a lot on.
no.
Yeah, you did it.
Oh no.
Gentlemen,
It's been nice knowing you.
Yeah,
It's
it's been
been
nice
nice
knowing you, Jack.
To bad movie.
to your 5.
I feel like this is like the end of Ghostbusters where they're like shooting the proton packs at the door and they're like, I'll see you on the other side.
See you on the other side. Cheers. Oh,
Oh no.
oh,
Oh no.
Hot. Very hot.
yeah.
Oh, that sting.
I only put one drop on there. It's still.
Oh,
I think
Very
that
hot
one.
sinus.
I think that one's just out of all the ones that we've ever had. That burrowing death.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
that's the worst
Oh,
by far.
and by worst we don't mean like bad taste.
Yeah.
We're just definitely the
Hottest,
most intense.
most intense.
I can't feel much anymore.
Oh.
That's different from your normally.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Thanks, Jack.
It's been nice knowing you all.
All right. Good night. And watch some bad movies.
Wasn't bad movies.
Lots
Yeah.
of movies.
It's great. Oh god.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and leave me some feedback in the comments below. Stay tuned to this channel for more videos from me, Weapon Gojira X.